Hello everyone and welcome back to one of my videos. So in today's videos I want to explain to you a little bit more about the methodology OKR, which is widely used in many companies out there, but also in many organizations, either small, big and middle organizations. So one of the biggest questions when it comes to OKR is how to implement this methodology into my project, into my business in a very easy way, because you don't need to go fancy to apply it and to implement or even adopt this methodology. Let's start by telling that OKR basically has our objectives and key results, and this methodology was introduced to Google mainly in the latest 90s, and ever since the methodology has helped Google to achieve amazing milestone through the story and so far. So let's start by telling what are objectives. Well, basically objectives, as you may know, are specifically what you want to achieve, in a project, what you want to achieve in a business. Even you can apply OKR for your personal life. And therefore you have key results. Key results are basically metrics that helps you to measure the progress towards the goal that you want. So I want to quote something before to provide some example, and it says that if it does not have a number, it is not a key result. This is very important to understand, so then you can, of course, write your goals in your and as well as your metrics. So let me give you a quick or a few example of this. Let's say that you want to increase your team sales. You have a team, they're working on selling a product or a service, and your goal as a manager or as a leader, as a company as well, it's to want to increase the amount of percentage or even the amount of money that you are selling or that your team is selling through a year, through amounts, depending on where is the set of amount of time that you want to establish. But the way on how you will measure this, meaning your key results, is that your team, for example, will have increased by 10% the sales ratio by the end of March, by the end of the month. This is very important, and I like to go back to the previous card, which was if it does not have a number, it is not a key result. So then you have what you want, and then you need to have how will you measure that, but numerically using percentage numbers. Let me give you another quick example. Another quick example will be for this. I want to have an excellent customer experience. Let's say that you have a business, either a bakery, an e-commerce, a website, wherever you have, and therefore you want to achieve a better or even an excellent customer experience, which in the end will allow you to have, better, more sales. So a key result to measure this will be, for example, your net promoted score, which, as you may know, it's a well concept use. It's basically a survey used in the customer environment to ask what specific and simple questions to your customers, so therefore they can rate your service, and therefore if you have a good rate, it means that you have had a great customer experience. But still being a percentage, another key result will be increase the purchases rate. Of course, you have now in February, you have a certain amount of sales, and then by the end of March you are expecting to have more. Now let me give you another quick example on how and what you need, on how you can use this specifically methodology. Well, here's another example. First, it's reduce the cost of marketing spend. Let's say that you have a marketing team, or you pay for advertisement for your team or for the website or even for social media. So then you want, for example, to reduce the cost of that. Let's say that you're paying at $800 for XY campaign, and you also want to reduce that. A key result for that will be reduced money spent on television ads in case you spend on television, or reducing content writing by 10%. So as you can see, these are simple examples on how you can implement the OKR methodology. But remember, very simple, they don't need to be, you don't have to have that many OKR. When you're working on a project, for example, you don't need to have that many OKR. At least 3 are good. So they need to be simple as these examples, and you don't have to go fancy, which means that you don't even need to have like a fancy tool to track your results, or to track what you're looking for. The key in this point is establish what you want, and then the way on how you will measure this, but remember, numerically. So see you next time.